Hello friends, and welcome back to The Real Vibe with Imani. If you are new here, click the subscribe button. If you have not turned on the notification bell, please do so that you don't miss anything that will drop every other Sunday. Today we are talking about 4 sacrifices you should never make in a relationship. Thank you so much for that suggestion because it's something many of you would love to hear. Continue sending in your what you'd want us to cover in the channel, and as always, what you wish me to do is exactly what I'll do for you. The first sacrifice you should never make in a relationship is giving up your mental health and happiness. What do I mean? If you are in a relationship where your mental health is at stake, it is high time you call it quits, all right? It doesn't matter how long you've been in that relationship. Somebody once said that a relationship to work, one has to put each other at the front. You become a priority. But if this person that you are with is always making you feel bad about yourself, is not recognizing the potential that is in you, is saying things that are always making you doubt who you are, then it's high time I just tell you the truth that your mental health is at stake. There are things people or a person that you are with will say and do, and you start getting constantly worried about them. And this will start making you, number one, doubt or not have trust on them. You know, when they're out there, they might be doing things that will affect the relationship that you are in. It could not just be cheating. It could be exposing your relationship to people who their agenda is not even straight. It could be misusing the resources that you guys maybe have worked so hard to get, and they don't take responsibility for that. Mental health is something that is not highly talked about, especially in relationships, because what all this sense or rather makes one feel is you are not enough, okay? You work so hard to make the relationship work, but still you feel you are not enough. With time, your self-esteem gets affected. You start feeling you are not handsome enough or you're not beautiful enough. You are intelligent, but you feel like you are the dumbest person that has ever existed. You start to feel like you don't have any worth, okay? You cannot try a certain business or take up a project because your partner will always put you down. You try a different maybe hairstyle and all they can see is how ugly you look. And even worse, when you fall into abuse, these people start putting their hands on you, or a woman, for instance, just throws words at you as a man, and every day you wish you are not even in the same space they are in. Allow me to talk just a little bit about, those who are married, for instance, or if you are in a serious relationship with someone and all you get at the end of the day is negative energy. Slowly you will start falling into depression, stress, and anxiety. This is not something that you deserve. This is not something that you should be getting. If you're dating somebody and that is all you get at the end of the day, do not sacrifice your mental health for anything. The second sacrifice you should never make is sacrificing authentic friendships. You and me can agree that building a friendship takes a lot. So if somebody who you're loving or someone you want to date or you're actually dating is against friendships that they are authentic, there is something he or she is pushing you to hide. Okay? If there is a time you've ever needed your authentic friends, is when you are in a relationship. Hear me out. A friend can notice something in your partner that you, because you are blinded by love, you cannot see. Friends will push you to be a better person, to be a better girlfriend, to be a better boyfriend, to be a better fiancé or a fiancée when you are allowing them in your life. So if you allow someone who has just come into your life to come and distract friendship that you have built for years, that is a very big flag. All right? Let me talk to men for a second. Women are very emotional, okay? And if you will ever find a woman who has sustained friendships, like authentic friendships for so long, a big respect for that woman, okay? So if there's anything you should encourage her to do when you start dating that person is maintain this friendship, because they keep us in check, all right? It's not about running to our girlfriends when we have issues. No. It's not about, telling our girlfriends what's happening in relationships. No. Friendships keep all of us in check. Women, if you meet your man and you, definitely for me, when I started dating, I wanted to get to know who are my, now husbands, back then was a boyfriend, friends. I needed to know, who do you hang out with? Who is your best friend? I mean, what do they do? Are these people who are building you or are they bringing you down? All right. And for sure, there were authentic friendships that I was like, wow, continue building this, because these friendships keep us in check. Please do not sacrifice that for anything, because if someone is pushing you to cut such friendships, that's a very big red flag. But friendships that don't add anything, you don't need them when you are in a serious relationship. Number 3, do not sacrifice your goals and dreams for anything. Men, if the woman you are bringing into your life is not ready to support your goals, your vision, your dreams, I'm so sorry. You are just bringing a whole disappointment to your life. Sadly, if you make such a woman your wife, your total life is messed up, because number 1, there's nothing you will ever do in that home that will be appreciated. All right? They need you to be constantly there. At the same time, they need you to get out and provide. Like, they're just drama queens, sorry to say. You need someone who will look at your goals, your vision, and be like, babe, I'm in here through it all. Not just sitting there, but they can add something to what you are doing. You are the driver, yes, but they are the co-driver. They can tell you, babe, keep going. You are good at this, do that. But then if you get someone who, it's like you are alone, sadly, as a man, you will always be stressed out, wondering. And, sadly, you will get to a point where you'd want to consult other people in what you are doing when you actually have someone. Sadly, if it's your wife and they're not even able to contribute anything on the table. And this has brought so many issues in marriages, sadly. If you are a woman, like I am, and you have goals, you have dreams, you need to maybe, study to a certain point, that is admirable. You want to pursue your career, you want to start something, and the kind of a man you are dating always has a problem with that. Or maybe they're threatened by your success. That is a very candid discussion that you should have. And if they still have issues with who you want to become, it is so sad. If there is something that I want my boyfriend back then, who is now my husband, is if you will be scared by what I am doing right now, then I don't think we are able to share a home with you, because I know what I can do. I have the potential. So you had better be at par with the kind of woman you're getting married to. I'll wake up with a certain goal and tell you, hey, I want to pursue 1, 2, 3. If that scares you, then we had better call this quits before we even start. Be very clear with what you want to pursue. And if someone has a problem with it, that's a big flag. Do not sacrifice your goals, your vision, your dreams for anything or anyone. The last thing that I will talk about is do not sacrifice your own self and independence for anybody. You see, God created all of us differently. Even twins. You see, everybody comes out of their mother's womb differently. Look at your siblings. You are brothers and sisters, but you turn out so different. The same when you start dating somebody or when you want to get married. Yes, 1 + 1 becomes 1, but you still maintain your independence. You are individuals before you become one, and you should never lose your individuality for anything or anyone. When you get married or when you start dating and someone wants you to be a certain way, they try to change you to be or to live in a certain way, to change your attitude. For example, I'm not talking about like the bad attitude. They just want you to live according to how they think you should live, like your mindset, your everything, like who makes faith for me to be like somebody else. You may need to check on that. If they're constantly telling you, you need to change and be 1, 2, 3, only one deity can change a person, and that is God. But if you try to make me to be somebody else, no, do not lose yourself in a relationship. Do not lose your individuality for anything. That is what makes you unique. That is what makes you whole. So those are the 4 pointers I had for you today. Don't lose that for anything or anybody. Let's meet next Sunday for another lit, video for the channel.